Hey, how's it going, guys? This is some Call of Duty gameplay, the first ever Call of Duty gameplay on this channel, Modern Warfare 3 to be exact. Now, I'm not too good at the game. This is not SmackDown vs. Raw, this is not All-Stars. It's not a wrestling game, so I'm not very good at it. Even SmackDown vs. Raw, All-Stars, I'm not the best player out there. I'm above average, yes, but I'm nothing, too crazy. I'm nothing real special, But anyways, yeah, Modern Warfare 3, I'm really liking the game. I know in a previous video I said I prefer Battlefield 3 and that I just like the Battlefield series better and all that stuff, and that Modern Warfare 3 is a little, less fun for me. I mean, it's a fun game, but, I said that I prefer Battlefield 3. But after playing Modern Warfare 3 for a while now, I actually like Modern Warfare 3 better than Battlefield. It's actually more fun to me right now. And I never thought, I'd say that. I never thought that I would like Modern Warfare 3 over Battlefield 3. But it is the case. Maybe if I had Battlefield 3 for the PC, it might be a different situation. But as of now, I have Battlefield 3 for the console, for the 360 version. I also bought the PS3 version, but I didn't open that yet. It's still, in its box, in its packaging. So I didn't open it yet. I might open it, or I might return it. Because at the same time, I'm like, thinking about it, and I'm like, this might be, a waste of money, having Battlefield 3 for both PS3 and Xbox 360. It's the same game. So yeah, I might return it for the PS3 and keep the Xbox 360 version, which I opened. And yeah. And maybe I'll get the PC version in the future. Probably not though. I'm not that, crazy about it, but yeah. So yeah, Modern Warfare 3, loving the game. And actually, I was never gonna get into the Call of Duty series if it wasn't for a friend, actually. I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. Back when Call of Duty was still, in the World War II, era, whatever, where the games were, about the World War II. You had the old guns, just, it was, in an old setting, in I don't know what year, but, it wasn't in the present, I didn't like the Call of Duty games back then. I just didn't like, the old guns and stuff like that. I didn't like guns, that were made out of wood, or that looked like they were made out of wood. I didn't like the look of the guns. I didn't like the look of the game, the look of the characters. I just don't like an old school setting like that. I like, when it comes to FPS games, I either like it, if it has current guns, present guns, or futuristic guns. But I prefer, in the present time. I like futuristic in some cases, like Frontlines, Fuel of War. Now, some people, thought Frontlines was a shit game, that it was crap, but I love Frontlines. Frontlines was freaking awesome. I don't know if you guys know what Frontlines is, but I don't know if you played Homefront before or not, but before Homefront there was Frontlines. The same guy that made Homefront made Frontlines. Frontlines was an FPS game on the 360, and it was actually how many players? I think 50 players online. An FPS game on a console with 50 players. I think that's the only game on the 360 FPS game, at least, that has 50 players online. It was so much fun. You had helicopters or jets. I think it was jets, and tanks, all that stuff. And you had classes. It was just a fun game overall. Right now the game's probably like $10 if you want to find it, but I don't even know if people still play that. Probably not. I think all the Homefront guys, all the Frontline guys, sorry, went to Homefront now. But yeah, Frontlines was a great game. But anyways, why am I talking about Frontlines? I freaking forgot. Oh yeah, I was talking about futuristic shooters. Yeah, Frontlines is a futuristic shooter, but I think that's like the only case where I like the futuristic shooters. But yeah, Call of Duty, I wasn't a fan of Call of Duty before because it was World War II. I didn't like that. But when Call of Duty 4 came out, I wasn't interested anyways. I didn't know it was in the present. I thought, it was another, World War II game. But then, a friend of mine actually told me to get the game. He told me and another friend to get the game. So, the friend that referred me, that told me to buy the game, let's call him friend A. Friend A told me and friend B to buy the game. You know, I wasn't too sure at first because I didn't like the Call of Duty games. I did play Call of Duty games before, you know, COD 2, 3, and all that stuff on at Future Shop. Future Shop is a store that's just like Best Buy, but it's basically Canada's version of Best Buy. We have Best Buy too, though, but we also have Future Shop. So yeah, Future Shop, you could play Call of Duty 2 and 3, or one of the two, I don't remember. But yeah, I was playing that. I didn't really like it much. I was just playing it because it was, you know, a launch game for the 360. I didn't have the 360 at the time, so any game I could find that was on the 360 that I could play, I would play it just to see how, you know, the 360 plays, how the graphics are. I thought the graphics were freaking great because, you know, I think that's the first game on the 360 that I seen. So yeah, I would play the game on Future Shop, but honestly it was boring as hell. And then when I got the 360, I think Call of Duty 2 or 3 was included. So yeah, I had to play the game. You know, I played the game. Played it not too much. I played a couple multiplayer matches, online matches. Didn't really like it, like I said. But a couple years later, when I convinced my friend to get the Xbox 360, you know, when COD 4, well, after COD 4 came out, a couple months later, or a month later maybe, because I don't remember when COD 4 came out exactly, but there's an event here. It's not an event, but it's a it's something all stores have, right? The day after Christmas, here in Canada, we have something called Boxing Day. If you're not in Canada, Boxing Day is basically Canada's version of Black Friday, where you have like these great deals the day after Christmas. So December 26th, COD 4 was actually on special on Boxing Day. It was 20 bucks off, so 40 bucks instead of the usual $60. So, you know, my friend A, who I guess had seen some COD 4 videos or had played the game before, told me and friend B to buy the game. So we went ahead and bought COD 4, all three of us I think, and then we went to friend B's house and we played the game there. By the way, that day, the store was freaking filled with people. It was packed. Boxing Day is always packed with people, especially the first day, because it lasts a couple of days, but the first day is the worst. You know, you should always, you know, if you're in Canada or whatever, when it comes to Boxing Day, you should always go early, or you know, even before the store, you know, opens. Depends on how, you know, how badly you want the product or whatever you want to buy. But yeah, we you know, we got the game, then we went to friend B's house and we played it over there, and it was fun as hell. And it was the first Call of Duty that I actually enjoyed playing, and I had fun playing. So since COD 4, I bought Modern Warfare 2, which I loved as well, very addicting game. And I didn't buy World at War though, because, you know, that's, you know, it has, you know, old school guns, old guns, stuff like that. And you know, I bought also Black Ops, but Black Ops, I didn't really like that game much. I played it, I think, like a day or two, and then I sold the game like 2 weeks later or something. So anyways, the match is about over, guys. So if you like this video and you'd like to see more Call of Duty videos, Modern Warfare 3 videos, please click the like button. Obviously, I'm not that great at the game, I actually suck. But, you know, hopefully this is entertaining. And, hey, I might even make a series out of this. You know, maybe I'll call it The Road to a 2.0 kill to death ratio. I don't know if that sounds good or not, but if it does, tell me in the comment section. I'm out, guys. See ya.